Tiffany, now, lend me $1,000. I'm in a situation where I can't wait.
Huh? What's going on all of a sudden? What happened?
Forget the details, just transfer the money. It's an emergency.
I can't just lend that much money without knowing why. What do you need it for?
Jesus, you're so annoying. I have a payment to make. So hurry up.
A payment? What kind of payment?
Well, you know, living expenses. I'm a little short this month.
But didn't you just buy some brand name stuff? I also heard you ate at a fancy restaurant.
That's that. This is a different thing. Stop prying into my business.
No way. That just makes me even less willing to lend you money.
Enough. Then tell my brother.
Tell him what?
To give me $1,000 as a birthday present.
Huh? But your birthday already passed, right?
So what? It's fine if it's late. Since we're family, it's pretty normal.
No, I've never heard of that.
Then what about your mom? Since she's always nice to me, I'm sure she'll give it to me.
That's also a bit... Hold on a second. I don't think Mom has that much extra money either.
Gosh, you're so useless. You're really cold-hearted.
It's not about being cold, it's just common sense.
Enough. I'll never ask you for anything again. Tiffany, do you have a moment? There's something I need to check. Reply to me right away. Tiffany, hello? I have something important to talk about. Is it true that Dad, Mom, and even my brother went on a family trip? Mom told me you all went to a beach resort. I didn't hear anything about this.
Oh, Natalie. It's been a while. How have you been?
Let's skip the small talk. Just answer me. Did you really go on a family trip? What's going on here?
Yeah, we did. Your dad, Mom, your brother, and the two of us. 5 in total.
Wait a second. You left me out? What the hell? Isn't that ridiculous?
Natalie, you haven't been in touch at all lately. Even when we reached out, you never replied. I told you a while ago that we were going on a trip to the beach. Check your messages.
I don't know. I never got anything like that. Because up until just now, I had you blocked.
Huh? Blocked? So that means none of my messages ever got through.
That's right. It's the same as if you never contacted me at all. I mean, isn't it weird to handle something important like this over WhatsApp? Normally you'd call, right? Did you even really plan on inviting me?
But before, when I called you, you got mad and said, don't call me out of nowhere. If you need something, text me on WhatsApp.
Huh, well...
You don't remember that? That's why I contacted you through WhatsApp.
That was different. We're talking about a different thing now. For something as important as a family trip, you should have told me directly.
But Natalie, you ignored messages not just from me, but from your mom too, right? She even mentioned that you never answer her calls.
Come on, that doesn't matter. The point is, I didn't hear about it. Going on a trip without me is just cruel.
I had a feeling something like this might happen. So just in case, Liam called your house. It sounds like your husband answered.
Huh? Jacob? Why is Jacob getting involved in your trip?
We asked him to pass the message to you, and I heard that Liam even called you directly.
A call from Liam? Wait, hold on. Could it be that when he called back then... I remember now. That time when Jacob suddenly said, how about a family trip with your parents? Right away, I shot back that it was clearly out of the question.
So you actually did hear about the trip?
I mean, just thinking about going on a trip with Jacob is exhausting. And on top of that, with my parents too, that's the absolute worst. I clearly turned it down at the time. So there was no reason for me to care about the trip at all.
I see. But if that's the case, then there was no reason for you to be angry about not being invited in the first place, right? If your husband already told you, that should have been the end of it.
Well...
But honestly, I can't help but feel bad for Jacob. Even though you rejected the idea so strongly, he still went as far as suggesting a trip with his parents. Maybe deep down, he really just wanted to spend some time together as a family.
Shut up. That's that. I'm talking about a different thing. The way it was told to me was the problem. Of course I'd be mad.
Huh?
If you really intended to tell me, you could have explained it more clearly. You deliberately made it roundabout just to leave me out, didn't you?
That's absolutely not true.
Besides, if it's a family trip, shouldn't I be the first one invited? Being excluded like this, it's just harassment.
Hold on a second. We never intended to harass you. Not even a little.
If the person on the receiving end feels like it's harassment, then it is harassment.
That's just nonsense.
If I'm going to be treated like this, I might as well just go back to my parents' house.
Go back?
If I move back home and stay close to Dad and Mom, then you won't be able to exclude me or bully me like this anymore, right?
I'm telling you, we never meant to do that. More importantly, if you're moving back home, what about Jacob? Are you saying you'll live with your parents?
I'll go back by myself. I don't need to be with anyone else.
By yourself, Natalie? Are you sure it's okay to suddenly say something like that?
I was planning to get a divorce anyway. I've already made up my mind.
What? A divorce? Seriously? I can't believe you'd say something so important so casually. Your husband is such a kind person, always so patient with you, always smiling and accepting your selfishness. He's practically a saint, and you're divorcing him? That's unbelievable. Men like that aren't easy to find. You should really think about it.
Hey! Why do you see me as a selfish person?
No, but honestly, shouldn't you think this through a little more? He's such a great guy, and if you let him go, you're definitely going to regret it. Plus, he has a stable job, and you'd have nothing to worry about in the future, right?
I don't care about stability or security. I just don't have any feelings for him anymore. He's just a roommate at this point.
Huh? Are you serious?
Lately, I've been having way more fun going on dates with my boyfriend.
Boyfriend? You're joking, right?
Well, no, it's true. That's why divorcing before he finds out about the affair is the smartest move. I don't want trouble, and instead I plan to take a big chunk of the assets and comfortably move back home. The timing couldn't be more perfect.
So basically, you're just running away from what you did, aren't you?
That's not it. I'm just living smart. You probably wouldn't understand, Tiffany. I mean, a woman like you who isn't popular will never get it.
Having an affair while being married to someone important? That's something I never want to understand.
If I move back home, at least I won't have to worry about a place to live, and I won't need to stress about money. Plus, if I get a big payout from the asset division, I can live comfortably for a while. During that time, I'll just find my next husband and take my time choosing the best option. If I'm going to remarry, I want a man with a high income who won't ask questions and just gives me money. That way, I won't have to work and I can enjoy a carefree life as a housewife. See, it's a smart choice. This is how a successful person thinks.
Are you seriously saying this? If you don't take responsibility for what you've done, it's going to come back to bite you later.
Responsibility? I don't need that. I'm just going to be the winner. Actually, you should start preparing yourself. Once I move back home, don't think you'll get to live your life as peacefully as before. I can't wait to make you do all the work.
Make me do all the work? Wait, are you serious?
Of course. A wife's role is to work for her husband's family. That's just common sense, right?
Wait a second, what are you even saying?
I'm the rightful bloodline of this family. So, as the wife, it's only natural that you listen to me.
Wait, Natalie, do you seriously believe that? It feels like your mindset has completely changed since the last time we met. What happened? Did someone put weird ideas in your head? Natalie?
Tiffany, I wanted to thank you for the other day. Do you have a moment? Since this is a message, if you're busy, you can read it later. Thank you for everything the other day. It's been decades since Dad last went to the resort. When he visited after so long, he was surprised at how much the atmosphere had changed from back then. But even so, the warmth of the water and the view of the area were just like before, and it made him feel nostalgic. He really seemed to be having a great time. I think having you all there with him made it even more special. No, thank you for letting us join. I had such a wonderful time too. Every time your husband sees that resort on TV, he always talks about how he used to visit back in the day. So I'd been hoping we could all go together someday. I was so happy that it finally came true. I think I got a little too excited though. I jumped back into swimming, but wow, I didn't remember how much it tires out your arms. The next day, I was completely sore. I guess you really can't fight aging. Oh, then I feel the same way. I don't usually exercise much, so I never expected my arms and legs to be this sore. I warmed up properly, but I still felt that muscle soreness the next day. Oh my, in that case, how about we go for a walk together sometime? We need to keep our legs and core strong. Since we already loosened up our bodies at the beach, we should keep up the momentum and focus on staying healthy. That's so true. I love walking, and it would be so much fun to do it with you, Marilyn. For our next trip, I want to build up my stamina so I can enjoy it even more. How about we try hiking next time? Walking through nature would be such a great way to refresh ourselves. Since we'll be out, I'll make some food. Marilyn, could you bring some sandwiches? Your sandwiches are always so delicious. Oh my, if you say that, I'll have to do my best. Having a homemade picnic out in nature sounds wonderful. What should I put inside? The classic turkey, maybe pickles? Or should I go with something more filling, like meat?
They all sound delicious, but I love your sandwiches with ham and cheese inside.
Oh my. Hearing that just makes me want to try even harder.
The weather is getting nicer, so let's start planning soon.
Yes, let's definitely do it. Speaking of things to look forward to, actually, Natalie is coming back home soon.
Huh?
She told us she's getting a divorce and moving back in. Divorce isn't exactly something to celebrate, but she never comes home or even keeps in touch, right? So honestly, I was a little happy that she finally reached out to us.
Did she say when she's coming back?
She plans to finalize the divorce by the end of this month. So she said she'll be moving back at the beginning of next month.
I see. It's been a long time since she's come home, so I'm sure the house will feel lively again.
That's true. With her around, the house is bound to get noisy all at once. But I suppose that's just part of being a family.
Did you ask her about the reason for the divorce? Was there something major that caused it?
Well, I tried to ask, but she dodged the question at the most important part. She just said, well, there were a lot of things, and didn't give any details.
I see. Maybe it's something difficult for her to talk about.
Well, in the end, a married couple is still two different people, right? No matter how well they get along, if they spend enough time together, their values are bound to clash. Marriage isn't always easy.
That's true. Every couple faces ups and downs. But you and Andrew have been together for so long and have such a wonderful relationship. I really hope I can build that kind of bond with Liam too.
Oh my, hearing you say that makes me so happy. But if Liam ever even thinks about divorcing you, I'll stop him with everything I've got. There's no way I'd let him give up such a kind and thoughtful wife like you.
I'm flattered to hear that. But if you'd go that far for me, that's very reassuring.
Of course. If Liam ever cheated and tried to divorce you, I would personally make sure he pays for it. So if anything ever happens, don't hesitate to tell me.
An affair, huh? But it's okay. If it's Liam, that would never happen.
That's true. His sincerity is one of his best qualities. But you never know what might happen, so it's always good to stay cautious. Oh, right. There's one more thing I need to talk to you about. Since Natalie is coming back, we might have to reconsider that plan.
That's plan?
The cohabitation plan. We had been making progress on it, but with Natalie moving back, we might need to rethink things.
I see. I'll let Liam know as well. So, for now, we'll put the cohabitation plan on hold.
I'm really sorry. We were the ones who brought it up, and now we're suddenly changing things.
Not at all. It's not something that needs to be rushed. I think it's best to take our time and adjust to the situation as needed.
Thank you, Tiffany. Hearing you say that really puts me at ease.
Not at all. The most important thing is that you and Andrew can make a decision without any pressure. I'll be in touch again soon. Good morning. Sorry for calling so early.
Oh, but you're always free, so it's fine, right?
Excuse me?
You're free today too, aren't you? I have a little favor to ask. I want to go shopping at the mall today. So, can you drive me there? Also, tell Liam this is for me. Give me some spending money as a divorce gift. Oh, and I've been invited to a party tonight. So, while you're at it, give me a ride there and pick me up too. Make sure you take care of both trips.
One thing after another. You're treating me like your personal driver. Sorry, but I have a full schedule today, so I can't.
Huh? Schedule? What schedule?
I have a doctor's appointment. After that, I need to go grocery shopping for dinner. Then I'm stopping by a travel agency to pick up some brochures. When I get home, I also have to prep some make-ahead meals. I really don't have time to drive you around.
That's all easy to take care of, right? Then just take me to the shopping mall before your doctor's appointment. You can pick me up when you're done. The party starts at 6 p.m., so you'll be done with cooking and everything by then, right? There shouldn't be any problem. Plus, you'd only need to pick me up around 3 or 4 a.m., so that's totally fine, isn't it? See, it's not that big of a favor.
It's not about whether it's difficult or not. Can you stop deciding my schedule for me? And picking you up at 3 or 4 in the morning, that's just not happening. I have plans tomorrow too, and I'm not going to stay up that late just to drive you around.
Come on, that's just an excuse. You're always home doing nothing anyway. So the least you could do is help me out.
I'm not doing nothing, and I have no obligation to be your personal driver. I really don't understand why you act like this is just expected of me.
Forget it. I'm asking so nicely, and you won't even be a little kind to me.
Besides, the shopping mall is in the opposite direction. Why should I have to drive you there in the first place?
Because I don't have a car and I don't even have a license. That's why I'm asking you.
No way. There are buses and subways. Use public transportation.
So you can't even listen to me, someone who shares this family's blood? I'm the daughter of the family you married into.
That logic doesn't work on me.
This is why I can't trust outsiders. If you're not going to listen to me, then I don't consider you family anymore. From now on, you're just a stranger and I won't have anything to do with you. Are you really okay with that?
Do whatever you want. I'm not here to live my life just to keep you happy.
Huh? Is that really the attitude you're taking? By the way, you mentioned stopping by a travel agency earlier. What was that about?
I'm planning a trip to a place where we can go hiking.
Hiking? You mean a family trip?
Yes. The weather is perfect for hiking this time of year, don't you think? Since we have the chance, I thought we could all go out, walk in the mountains, enjoy nature, then relax at a beach afterward. It would be a nice change of pace, and I'm sure your dad would love it.
Wow, I can't do that kind of thing. I hate sweating and hiking.
Then I guess it'll just be your dad, Mom, Liam, and me again.
Wait. Then let me plan the next trip. If we're going on vacation, we should go somewhere more luxurious, right? How about Thailand?
Thailand? It's a beautiful place, but during this season, flights and hotels are pretty expensive. Also, since your dad enjoys quieter places, we figured a local getaway would be the way to go this time.
But an overseas trip would be way more fun. I think quiet places are just plain boring and a bit retro.
Don't call it retro. We're prioritizing something that everyone in the family can enjoy.
I want to go to Thailand. Or Japan, or even Singapore. Oh, or how about splurging and going to Monaco?
Monaco would require taking a long vacation. That's just not possible.
Anyway, mountains and stuff are way too old-fashioned. I'll be the one planning the trip. You guys just prepare the money. Now that that's decided, I don't need a ride anymore. I'll just take a taxi to the shopping mall. Then head to the travel agency to check out brochures.
Wait, Natalie. We don't have the budget for an international trip. And besides, we'd all need to get passports first. It's just not happening.
The weather is perfect today. I really am such a lucky woman. I have a feeling today is going to be amazing. It's finally time for our long-awaited family trip.
The weather wasn't stable until yesterday, so I was a little worried. But it looks like it'll be clear for the whole trip. I'm so glad.
Dad and Mom have already left the house, and I'm about to get ready and head out too. We're meeting at the airport, so don't be late.
Huh? Airport?
Oh, but I just remembered I only booked enough plane tickets and hotel rooms for the exact number of people we needed. I never planned for you to come in the first place. You're not family, so stay home. Go pull weeds or something in America all by yourself.
You know, we all just arrived at the hotel.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean you all arrived?
We just got to the hotel. Check-in isn't for a little while, so we're going to leave our luggage first. Then we'll do some sightseeing in the area. So, when are you getting here, Natalie?
Huh? Wait, what? I haven't even left for the airport yet.
Huh? But didn't you say you were arranging your own taxi to get there?
Wait, this has to be some kind of joke, right? Dad and Mom left the house early this morning. How could they already be at a hotel in Thailand? The flight shouldn't have even departed yet.
Wait, Thailand? We're at a mountain resort right now.
Huh? A mountain resort?
Exactly. This trip was meant to be a hiking getaway, remember? But you're going to Thailand?
Of course I am. You were talking about the airport and flights.
Oh, that's because flying was the fastest way to get to the resort. The early morning flights were cheaper and made the trip smoother. So we picked up your dad and Mom early and flew out together. You said you were taking an afternoon flight. So I just assumed you were aiming to arrive around check-in time. I didn't think we were headed to completely different places.
What?
Well, that's really unfortunate. We're going to enjoy a relaxing time at the mountain. So you should have fun in Thailand.
Wait, hold on. This has to be a joke. There's no way I can go on an overseas trip alone. I don't even speak Thai properly. And I have to handle all the airport procedures by myself? I've never even been on an international trip before. This is the first time I've ever had a passport. What am I supposed to do?
It's okay, you don't have to worry so much. Thailand has a lot of American tourists, and I've heard that many hotels and shops there have staff who speak English. Plus, in the tourist areas, the staff are used to dealing with visitors, so you should be fine even with broken Thai.
That's not the problem. I can't handle being overseas alone. Call Dad and Mom right now and tell them to come here. This is a family trip, so we should all be going to Thailand together.
But we already made reservations for the mountain resorts and we can't change them now. The hotel is fully paid for and we can't cancel.
I don't care. Tell Dad and Mom. They'll definitely pick me over you.
Then let me pass along a message from them. Passing on Thailand and unwinding at a mountain resort feels like a much better choice. And one more thing from your mom. You charged ahead without listening to anyone, so maybe it's time you learned your lesson. That's what they said.
You've got to be kidding me. There's no way Dad and Mom would abandon me.
Liam and I carefully planned this trip to the resort. And we kept your mom and dad updated every step of the way. I thought I had made everything clear to you too. I even messaged you multiple times.
When? When did I ever hear about this trip?
It was when we first decided on it. I'm sure I sent a message in the family group chat, and I even sent you a direct message.
I don't know anything about that. I only open your messages when it's convenient for me. If it's not something important to me, I ignore it, or better yet, I just block you.
That's completely your own fault.
And if Dad and Mom don't come, I'll have to pay for this whole trip myself.
A family trip to Thailand is going to cost a fortune.
Exactly. If I cancel on the day of the trip, I'll have to pay full cancellation fees. And more importantly, I already spent almost all the money I got from the asset division on this trip. If my savings hit zero now, my whole plan to live comfortably while searching for my next rich husband is ruined.
Speaking of your ex-husband, he actually came by the house 2 days ago.
Huh? Why?
He was asking about you. Apparently you forced him to sign the divorce papers, then withdrew half of the savings without permission and practically ran away from home. So I told him everything I knew.
Told him everything? Wait. You didn't just go blabbing about things related to me, did you?
I told him everything I knew without hiding anything.
Everything you knew? Wait a second. You didn't go spilling unnecessary details, did you?
I told him the real reason you got divorced. And of course, I also mentioned the affair you admitted to me on WhatsApp.
No way!
Jacob listened very calmly. He said he'd be back when he's all set. So I think he'll take some kind of action soon. You should be ready for it.
Wait, that's a sure sign he's going to turn this into a big deal.
Oh, so you were aware of that possibility? That's a relief. If you know you were in the wrong, then I think you should take full responsibility for it. Also, sorry to bring this up right after, but your dad and mom are moving out at the end of next month. So, Natalie, you'll need to find your own place to live.
What? Wait a second, what kind of nonsense is that? And without even consulting me?
We've been meaning to tell you for a while, but you're always busy during the day with shopping, yoga, and Pilates. And at night, you're out drinking until late, right? It's been hard for us to match your schedule. Even your dad and mom barely got a chance to talk to you.
Why are Dad and Mom moving out? I just came back home, so it's normal for us to live together. Don't tell me they're moving somewhere else. That makes no sense.
Actually, we originally had plans to live with them. But when you decided to move back, we put those plans on hold. So instead, we stepped back and decided to move somewhere else. But after seeing how you live, not doing any housework, treating me like a maid, and on top of that, they found out about your affair, that's when they changed their minds. They realized things couldn't go on like this, so they made their decision.
This is ridiculous. How could they decide something this big without even talking to me?
They thought about it carefully. They realized that if things stayed the same, you'd never become independent. So they decided to move into a temporary apartment. And in the meantime, they're going to rebuild the house.
Rebuild? What does that mean?
They're tearing it down and building a new 2-family home. Of course, there won't be a room for you, so you'll need to find your own place to live.
No way! Nobody told me about this. There's no way I can live alone now. My entire plan is ruined. What am I supposed to do?
Well, maybe this is a good opportunity for you. It might be time to start thinking about how to support yourself. For now, we're going to enjoy a nice, relaxing spa trip. And you should enjoy your trip to Thailand too. Don't worry about us, just take this time to figure out your new life. Sometime later, Jacob reached out again. Turns out, he did his homework and collected solid evidence of Natalie's affair and more, and now he's suing her for compensation. It was only fitting. After all, she had proudly told me I'll divorce him before he finds out about my affair. On top of that, her entire plan fell apart. Not only was she hit with a huge compensation claim from Jacob, but she also had to cover the full cost of the Thailand trip. What was supposed to be a luxurious vacation ended in the worst possible way, with massive cancellation fees. Her savings ran out, and when she turned to her parents for help, they coldly told her, "You brought this on yourself," leaving her with no one to rely on. Even so, she made one desperate attempt and begged Jacob to take her back. But all he said was, "I never want anything to do with you again." Trying to crawl back to someone she betrayed so selfishly was far too convenient. And with her only home being torn down, she was forced to leave. Of course, there was no room for her in the newly built 2-family house. She ended up renting the cheapest apartment in town, barely scraping by with a part-time job. Now, she supposedly works the night shift at a supermarket. She got exactly what she deserved. As for me, I'm living happily with my family more than ever. I'll keep appreciating my in-laws, even with Natalie not around.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.